Hey, there you are. Congratulations again on your promotion to team manager, and welcome to your new NHRA drag racing team. I'm the team's crew chief. I wear a lot of hats around here, but right now my job is to get you up to speed. Last season, it wasn't great. We didn't perform very well, and we still don't have a lot of funding, but I'm certain that with you as manager, we can turn it around. Let's climb the rankings, race against the best, and take home that championship trophy. But before we think about that, I'm here to help you learn the basics about drag racing. Come on, let me show you the ropes. This is our test track. Here we can try out our vehicles and any setup changes you make in a relatively safe environment. Right now, we compete in stock vehicle drag racing. The idea is fairly simple. Floor the throttle, keep the car straight, don't crash, and be fastest to the finish line. Seems easy, right? It's a little more complicated than that. Don't worry, we'll take you through the steps one by one. The first phase of drag racing is the burnout. The goal of a burnout is to heat up the tires and lay down tire rubber on the track to have better grip at the start line. Great work! The tires are nice and hot. You put down good rubber onto the track. You should have some excellent grip off the start line now. Now that your tires are warmed up, we need to roll back over the staging line. Shift down until your car enters reverse gear. Once you're in reverse, okay, now we can begin the staging process. The staging line is where we start the race from. Shift up into forward gear and gently roll forward. Be careful not to stage too deep. If you cross the staging line, it's a jump start. That's instant disqualification. What we like to call the Christmas tree. Notice the large row of lights below the staging lights? That will tell you when you can start to floor. When the amber light turns on, that means it's time to react. You got a few tenths of a second before the green light turns on, so hit the throttle as quickly as you can. If you do cross the deep staging line while the amber light is shining, the red light will turn on. The red light signals a disqualification. Once the light turns green, it's go time. Only then can your car cross the staging line. Release the parachutes. They slow down the vehicle dramatically without putting excessive pressure on your brake system. Chutes are great work. You made it across the finish line, and you managed to stop your vehicle before hitting the sandbox. Let's head on over to the garage and get you more acquainted with the inside. Welcome to your first race weekend. Let me explain how NHRA competition works. Every NHRA championship season is broken up into several different race weekends. During a race weekend, you earn points towards your championship total. The driver with the most points at the end becomes the champion and gets a championship Wally to add to their trophy cabinet. Winning a race weekend not only earns you a Wally, It nets you a decent haul of cash as well. A race weekend consists of 3 days on track. Test races on Friday, qualifiers on Saturday, and elimination races on Sunday.
I can feel the anticipation for our next race coming up here in the commentary box, ladies and gentlemen. The roar of the engines firing up, the smell of the exhaust, the sun lifting out the engines. It does not get better than this. Another sensational races in the books, and we've got more to come, so don't go anywhere. What a pleasure it is to call this event in front of our loyal NHRA fans. No better fans than the NHRA drag racing fans. These drivers give it absolutely everything every time their wheels touch the drag strip. We've got a great crowd this weekend exploring the pits, taking a peek at those incredible engines being built. I can feel the anticipation for our next race coming up here in the commentary box, ladies and gentlemen. The roar of the engines firing up, the smell of the exhaust, the sun lifting out the engines. It does not get better than this. Drivers will be looking to make easy work of their opponent in the first round. We're being spoiled with this race action, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, that was something special, wasn't it? Two of the NHRA's brightest stars hit.
This is the pit. Here we do maintenance between races. Here you can repair low-integrity parts, replace broken parts, or tune the car. Parts will always break down over time in this sport, but mishandling will lead to more issues. So be careful when you're out there on track. You have a set amount of time to make all your repairs and replacements, so make sure you plan accordingly.
4 football fields in less than 5 seconds. That's an indication of just how lightning quick these cars are. Wow, that was something special, wasn't it? 2 of the NHRA's brightest stars head-to-head, and there's plenty more of that to come. Four football fields in less than 5 seconds. That's an indication of just how lightning quick these cars are. There's another race down, and if this competition stays this fierce moving forward, we are shaping up to see an all-time thriller. Start. The right lane driver makes a strong getaway off the line, and that was all she wrote.
Let's go over tuning your vehicle. It may seem like an ultra-powerful machine, but it's also quite delicate. For the car to perform at its best, it has to take many factors into account. You can tune your vehicle to account for these factors in order to get the optimal performance out of your car.
Just a reminder that the NHRA offers every single ticket holder open access to this event. So if you haven't had a chance yet, go take a peek at what these cars look like under the hood and watch the It'll be hard to top that last race, but I am certain the drivers in the next round will leave it all on the track. We've got more NHRA drag racing action coming up. Time advantage, but it was exactly what they needed to come out ahead for the win. Drag racing fans, welcome to the NHRA Camping World Championship. We've got world-class drivers, some of the most powerful engines on Earth, and myself, Brian Lowe. We're so glad you made it here. Coming up, our first match of the day, featuring two very skilled drivers. Don't go anywhere. We've still got the finals to come where the Wally will be awarded to a very deserving... In case you were wondering, yes, the Wally Trophy is named after a feature in Scott Wally cars. It's quite a popular figure around here. It's a Wally team. Between these two, they've come down to the wire in previous races. Fantastic showing from these two incredible drivers. My heart is still pounding after that last race run, and we've got more for you coming up next. type advantage, but it was exactly what they needed to come. Our founder, Wally Parks, began the NHRA in 1951 to promote safety and competitive organization for hot rod drag racing. 5,000 people signed up in the first year. Both of the drivers on track did well to advance to this stage, but come out on top. That race was a true thriller. What a way to set the tone for the finals coming up. Reaction time advantage, but it was exactly what they needed to come out ahead for the win. Are we having a good time out there, folks? Let me hear you. What an excellent final round we have for you folks. I can't wait to see who come out on top after they cross the finish line. That was a great performance from both drivers. A sensational day of racing comes to a close, and standing in the winner's circle is today's champion. If you missed this final race, I don't know what to tell you. Two of the NHRA's best in a fierce head-to-head showdown. Sensational drag race with some...
Welcome to the garage area. This is where you prepare the vehicle for the upcoming race weekend. Your vehicle is divided into different parts, which affect the performance. buy a new part to use in the upcoming race weekend. Because these parts are brand new, they're better quality than your previous ones. They'll also last longer and improve the performance of your vehicle. Feel free to purchase any part that catches your eye.
Hope you're staying hydrated out there, folks. be looking to make easy work of their opponent in the first round. The driver, another victory. Big hit on the Wally today. Stick around for more action. The fans in attendance loved that last race, and lucky for them and for us, we've got more NHRA drag racing action to come. At the start, the right lane driver makes a strong getaway off the line.